pitch, a lot of people get this wrong and they start blabbering and they start talking about, oh, we are so great and we do innovative solution and all that bullshit. Come on now. Let's keep this simple, short, and to the point. We just say, great, we help niche, so whatever industry you're calling, get the result so that they can benefit and avoid pain. Now, this avoid pain, you can also leave this out to make it even shorter, but this is like the most simple way to say a pitch without talking too much about yourself. So you say, we help niche, so it's personalized. We help exactly who you are, get result, and with result, please keep the language simple. All right, if you can't explain your offer in one sentence in a simple way so a 12-year-old would understand, it's too complicated. The most important part here is that you say the outcome of what they're going to get once they implement your solution, so that they can benefit, right? So once they implement your solution, what usually happens? They save time, they do this, they get more customers, whatever, and avoid some common pain point that your customers usually share. Simple as that. And then, this is really important. Before you just end on that, you need to ask a question, because otherwise you hand control back to the prospect, which we don't want to do. We want to keep control of the conversation. So you need to ask them a question to keep them engaged, which is something like, would you be against me sending a quick video? Or how's lead generation going for you at the moment? Is this somewhat relevant for you? Just continuing the conversation and giving them an answer. If you only leave the pitch, they're like, okay, what do I do now, right? As soon as they start thinking too much, then you're going to lose them. So give them easy answers. And then after this, after you ask the question, you're going to have 3 types of leads. You're going to have green zone leads, which are people who just say straight away, yes, you can send me a video. Yeah, we're struggling with lead generation. Yes, this is somewhat relevant. You're going to have red zone, which is they say, I'm not interested, or they just hang up straight away. And you have yellow zone prospects, which are unclear. They're not sure, or they ask you questions about what you just said. So like if you say, would you be against me sending you a quick video? They're like, yeah, but what's the video going to be about? And what do you exactly do? And can you explain this in more detail? Those are great. All right. The only ones we don't want to waste time on are red zone leads. For those, you can just end the conversation. Just end it. Instead of handling objections for 10 minutes, and then at the end of the day, they're not going to watch the video or just no show, just move on to the next prospect. Your chances of getting a meeting are way higher if you just call a new person, if they're in the red zone. If they're green, great, just book them, just go on to the next stage. And if they're yellow, then you answer the question and move on to the next stage. Very simple.